moment, the first time when you were deeply inspired by Gandhi?
No, I think this whole leadership by example, which I read from his writings, from the stories that I did that. In every little thing I have done, I'm a very average person, very small thing. I would always simply say, if I want to gain the credibility of my colleagues, I have to first walk the talk. So I would say, I don't know whether I could say there was any Gandhi moment, because it's very...
Quite a few people say that the a lady called Poonam Mutreja, I don't know if you know her, she runs Population Foundation, but she was saying that at the autobiography she wrote influenced her so much that she at 25 decided to go on a train ride on her own in third class for 1 year across India.
But that's already I said, K.V. Narayan
That
moment
was
exactly. That had so much of impact on me.
Such a lovely thing.
I
Such a
said,
great
this
story.
is what I would do.
I have a similar
I
story,
didn't have any such thing about leadership by example, but I have practiced it all the time. That's it.
And now, just finally,
Yeah.
the whole purpose of this is that youngsters today are seemingly more influenced by WhatsApp University, less by books which we read, or movies which we see, or people we meet, and the great people who are there. They're less influenced by that. Just a matter of reality of in the world.
Yeah.
If you had to guide somebody, particularly younger aspiring entrepreneurs or aspiring, let's say, aspirant leaders of tomorrow, what would you sort of tell them to look at, or what advice could you give them, so they could be a little more balanced rather than chase the money and success purely? Not necessarily that all they do that, but it seems to be the trend.
Certain values, they come from the family environment.
True.
Come from early teachers. It is very difficult for people to change. Very difficult. I have observed so many people, and I have come to the conclusion. However, there are some aspects of our personality that we can modify. First one is, we have to be good citizens, good people. See, in India we are all very good people. We have to be nice to friends, and then we will not pay taxes. Nobody cares. A good citizen is one who will follow every obligation rightfully. That's the first thing. Because at the end of the day, if this society has to become better, if we have to have better roads, if we have to have cleaner water, then that will only come from the taxes the government collects. So we all have to pay our taxes very carefully. Second, we should not violate the laws of the land. If the city says you have to provide this kind of set-off on the left side, right side, etc., we should. Because they're all meant for making the lives of fellow citizens better. Third, exercise your rights without impinging on the rights of others in the society. That's very, very
Nice.
important. Very. That's, second, as professionals, follow a good work ethic. Because if we are supposed to work certain hours in the office, we should not waste time there, go chit-chatting, go for coffee 10 times, all of that. That doesn't work. Next, they have high aspirations. Benchmark with the most developed countries in the world, how they have improved their prosperity. And in whatever little you do, try and copy them first and then create your own new ideas later. Then I think in whatever work you do, you keep asking every week, how can I do whatever I am doing faster today compared to last week? Second, how can I do whatever I am doing today cheaper than what I was doing last week? Third, how can I do whatever I am doing today of a higher quality than last week? Every one of us can ask this. If every citizen, if every employee in the government, in the private sector were to ask this, I think our productivity will go up. And once our productivity goes up, that's the only instrument for our prosperity, or the main instrument for our prosperity to go up. And you don't need to do heroic things. You see, to do all this. I still remember in 1990, I think, I gave a lecture on innovation at Infosys. There were not too many people in the company at that time. 94, not 91. And a janitor, a cleaner of the office came to me. His name is Chandrapal. He came to me and said, we had arranged this lecture in English, in Kannada, in Hindi and Tamil or something. There were employees. And he came to me and said, sir, I didn't understand fully. Can you explain? I said, sit down, I'll tell you. So I said, Chandrapal, you are in charge of cleaning 8 conference rooms every day. And today, you measure how much time you take, and you are probably using only one hand. Tomorrow, try to use both the hands with the cloth. Try. That will tell you if instead of 8 conference rooms, you may be able to clean 9 conference rooms next week, 10 conference rooms 2 weeks from now, all of them. Second, I said, you buy cleaning liquid from the market. You go and inquire if there is a better cleaning liquid, if there is a cheaper cleaning liquid. And once you find a better or a cheaper cleaning liquid, tell your boss and he will buy that. And use that so that you spend less cleaning liquid per conference room or per table, whatever it is, today or tomorrow compared to last week. That is entirely it's new. I mean, he's a peon. He's not a bigger. Third, I said, when you clean the conference table, please check if there are any specks of dust left. If there are specks of dust left, make sure that there is no speck of dust left when you clean it tomorrow. So you are cleaning it better tomorrow than last week.
Beautiful.
I said this is not a big deal. Innovation and all is all this talk and all is all, it's not that difficult. It's all just jargons. Whatever little we do, if we do it faster, cheaper, better, which all of us can do. And of course I can go on and on. And then finally remember that in this country only about 200 to perhaps maybe 250 million people are middle class people. Rest are all poor. If we middle class people, if we don't have any concern for them, then it's not worth living. That mindset is what is very important, what is very, very important. And that generally, just before you people came, we had the privilege of welcoming a 92-year-old lady. She is the wife of a school teacher like my father was. And she brought her son, she came with her son. She had read our book, An Uncommon Love, and she wanted to meet us.
So beautiful.
Now, I asked her, of course in Kannada, she spoke Kannada, what is it that you wish for our country? She said, I want the poorest child in the remotest village to have decent access to education, health care and nutrition. So nothing more. This is a 92-year-old lady.
So beautiful.
She's middle class like you and me.
That's greatness. But that is such greatness in her.
That's what I'm saying. That is true greatness, because nobility is all about wishing and acting to make the context a little better. So I think that's what I would say.
Thank you so much.
No, thanks.